Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today I'm actually going to be reviewing Doom Bar from Sharps Brewery. Not really brewed at Sharps Brewery, but here we go. Let's go. Amber ale at the mouth of the Camel Estuary in Rock Cornwall lies the treacherous Doom Bar sandbank. The inspiration for this balanced and moorish amber ale. The sandbank is revered as a formidable nautical challenge that should, what's that say? Be approached with respect and navigated with skill. So, brewed in Burton-on-Trent, not brewed by Sharps. Brewed at Molson Coors. Doom Bar is perfectly balanced beer combining both yet subtle yet complex flavours. Doom Bar is both satisfying and deliciously moorish. Aroma is spicy resinous hops, sweet roasted malts. Taste is balanced, succulent dried fruit and a lightly roasted malt. Finish is moorish, subtle and bitterness. ABV is 4.3%. I have not reviewed Doom Bar in many a year. Probably when I first started doing beer reviews, and yep, we all have our opinions, both pro and not so pro. Doom Bar, and it is what it is. I get all sides of the equation, but today I'm going to do a review. So, we are looking at an amber pour. Purposely, I made the head a decent head. Normally it's a shit pour, but today I actually made the head decent. It's already starting to dissipate down anyway. A bit of sporadic carbonation going off. Let's see what it tastes like, yeah. Open book. I'm just going to openly drink it and see how we go. Right, certainly get a bit of dried fruit on the aroma, malty dried fruit aroma. Yeah, there we go. Dried fruit on the taste. There's an off note of aroma. Yeah, there's a funny aroma right in the background. A bit like a bloody washing up liquid aroma. I'm not joking either. Yeah, there's a funny off aroma. So it's a Sharps Brewery beer, mass produced by Molson Coors. Molson Coors being Carling, I've got some interesting beers to review over the next few days. Beer versus beer and cider versus cider and that sort of thing. So, coming up on the channel. The initial dried fruit aroma and whatever that was in the background that I could smell seems to have dissipated again now. So that's really strange because I did get an aroma which was off. It was off. I'm not being a knobhead, but it was off. Seems to have disappeared. Um, hmm. Definitely getting dried fruit, toffee, if you could say that, on the aroma. Um, See, I was never around when DoomBar, before it got took over by, shall we say, Carling and Molson Coors, and I was never around for its glory days. Um, so I don't know how good this was back in the day. And in some ways, Hobgoblin, back in 2010 in Sainsbury's, Hobgoblin was a beer that was revered, you know, by friends who I'm still friends with today, you know, Marie. And, you know, somebody who knows their beers equally as good as me, if not better than me, you know. There are people who know their beers better than me. Fair play on them, you know. I know what I know, and I'm happy with what I know, you know. Don't profess to be anything more than what I am, you know. There are some out there who maybe, you know a lot more, and, you know, yeah, maybe in their own minds, but, you know, it is what it is on that side of things, you know. Maybe they've let YouTube notoriety go to their heads. It happens, you know. I know what I know, and that's it. Yeah, I get what I get. I don't get what I don't get, and I'm happy with what I either don't know or I do know, you know, and I'm certainly happy with the you know, the people who I consider friends, and yeah. Although, like most friends, you don't see them from year to year, and then you see them. But there you go. But so, ooh, ooh, it's beer, and yes, I'm getting the notes that they say on the back, but gotta be honest, I feel really sorry for Sharps because they had a beer that obviously was a mega seller, and I assume it still sells a lot now, simply because it's in a lot of pubs, be it on keg or cask, predominantly on keg, I would assume, and in bottles. Now mass produced, bit like your Bombardiers, your Hobgoblin, all brands that, you know, Old Speckled Ham, Abbott Ale, brands that back in their day were absolutely, probably fantastic brands. But now, whew, it's beer. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Molson Coors make Doom Bar. I'll tell you now that my homebrew that sat on the shelf there tastes better than that. There is a dried fruit aroma. Um, 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 taste wise, you know, it's not hitting any spot for me. Yeah, quite disappointing. I feel there's a blandness of the beer. And I'm not saying this because I just don't find it any good anymore. You know, last time I had Hobgoblin, it was destroyed. This, yeah. Yeah, I just don't rate it. It'd be interesting to hear the opinions of anybody who was drinking this 10, 15 years ago. I know it's been around a long time. It's not a true representation of Sharps Brewery. Sharps Brewery makes some amazing beers, but when any beer gets nationalised and ruined, you know, and they do get bloody ruined. You know, apart from those that are brewed by people who know what they're doing in the old ways with all the hops that they used to brew it with, then you get the true representation of that beer. You know, how many of these Canberra beer festivals that win gold are actually beers that are brewed on a smaller scale with all the hops and whatever chucked in for them to win the awards, because it is a good beer brewed back in the day. Begs the question. But anyway, would I drink this again? Well, actually, I've got about 7 more bottles because I was got them for free. So I'm going to drink it again. Did I enjoy it? Gotta be honest, not as good as my homebrew. No, not in the slightest. A true honest score out of 5, 3.7 out of 5. Cheers.